tarantula content for tarantula lovers.
Hello everybody, welcome to this latest episode. I am your host Robbie and this is Robbie's Talking Teas, tarantula content for tarantula lovers just like yourselves. If you want to be a better tarantula keeper or just admire these amazing animals, make sure to consider subscribing to the channel, commenting down below and giving this video a huge thumbs up. Now the last couple of weeks I have done a lot of snake content, which isn't really what the channel was about, so forgive me. I've just been really excited about picking up my first snakes in the collection and sharing that experience with you guys. But now that's all done, we're back to tarantulas. In today's video I'm rehousing my female Psalmopoeus Cambridgei into a new spider shop enclosure. So let's show you what happened. So here we are in today's video. We are rehousing my female Psalmopoeus Cambridgei. She's currently in this really poor, nasty enclosure. The reason she's in here and it's so bare and so barren is I didn't long get her. She was in pre-molt, she wouldn't eat, so I've just left her to her own devices. She has come out, she has recently molted. There is a molt down here and she's pooped everywhere, but because I didn't want to disturb her while she was going to molt, this enclosure has really, it's gone downhill. That's the only way I'm going to be able to describe it. But now she's molted, I plan to get her out of here and put her in here. Also, the other reason I have decided to do this rehouse is because this enclosure really isn't tarantula friendly. It hasn't got any latches or any clasps on the lid, and this girl has figured out how to come out onto the glass and start raising it up. So to save there being an escape, now's the time to get her out of here and stick her in this new enclosure. Now it is the same size, it's a 20 by 20 by 30, but this one is a spider shop enclosure, as you can see on the door, with just a sliding door, so she'll be a lot more safer. So now we've got that out of the way, let's get this girl out of here, into the catch tube, tell you a little bit about her and get her into the new one. So let's get her out of this old cork bark. I can just see her toes sticking out the top here, so hopefully this is pretty easy and pretty straightforward. She is quite a big girl. Hopefully what I can do is peel back some of this thick webbing that she's placed in here, which will make it a lot easier to get her out. Now I do need some tongs. Just use some tongs to get this thick webbing out of here. And while I'm doing this, let's give you some information on Psalmopoeus Cambridgei. Now, these guys are a New World species. They are arboreal. They come from Trinidad, hence being called the Trinidad Chevron. Size-wise, these guys get to about 6 inches in diagonal leg span. Wow, this is a lot of webbing in here. How am I going to get all this out? This really isn't an easy task at all. Well, see, I'm just going to end up aggravating the spider. In my quest to get the webbing out. So yeah, 6 inches they get to. Maximum diagonal leg span. Some do get a little bit bigger. It all depends on the specimen. Lifespan. The males don't have a particularly long lifespan. They do seem to mature out in 2 to 3 years, but females do have a longer life expectancy. They can go for about 10 to 12 years. So if you do get this species, you are going to have it a considerably long time if you're lucky enough to get a female. Now I've got a feeling this is all really going to go wrong, because I'm poking about and prodding in this webbing and I have no idea where this girl has disappeared to. I don't know if she's in this little web sack, if she's going to come running out at me, or I don't know what she's planning to do. Oh yeah, see there, she's in that web sack. So what I'm going to do is just try and get underneath her and just try and guide her up into this catch cup. There you go, girl. Such a beautifully coloured spider. I love the greens and the orange chevrons where it gets its name from on the legs. They are absolutely beautiful. Look at those markings. Now a little note for new keepers. Even though this species is a new world, they are thought to have more potent venom than your average new world. That's due to not having any urticating hairs at all. So most people think that because of that, their venom potency is likely to be a lot higher than their new world cousins. So let's get her in the new enclosure now I've got her out. So now we're going to put her in her new enclosure. Hopefully she likes it. She is a beautifully stunning girl. And while I do that, let's give you some more information. Now temperament wise, these tarantulas don't tend to be very defensive. They tend to be more flighty, more bolty, and they do have a lot of speed. A lot of people, when they rehouse these, they talk about how quick they are. They're teleporters, you know, they're very difficult to rehouse. As you've seen in mine today, this girl's not been very difficult at all. She's actually been really quite calm and collected, even though I was poking about in that web sack that she had built inside the cork bark. So if you just take your time, you're calm, you're patient, these shouldn't give you any attitude at all. They generally are quite calm and relaxed, but that's just my experience. I don't know whether that's my rehousing technique or the way I go about it, but more often than not, I have no problems rehousing this species whatsoever. Temperature wise, I like to keep all my tarantulas in the tarantula room at 24 degrees during the day and 18 degrees at night. And every species I have, whether it be Ferrophosa all the way up to Poecilotheria and stuff like that, don't tend to have any issues. Feeding schedule as slings and juvies, I always feed my slings and juveniles twice or maybe 3 times a week. It's every other day. And an adult this size or sub-adult, I will only feed it once a week, and I'll give it a large dubia roach or something to that extent. And there she goes into the new enclosure. So she's gone straight in and she's settled in behind this cork bark. It won't take long until she starts webbing this up, taking some of the substrate and making a nice little dirt tunnel inside that she'll be perfectly comfortable in. As you saw, nice easy rehouse, no issues, the temperament is very good, and she is such an awesome girl to have in the collection. The one thing I do love about these is they are such a beautiful spider. They are very readily available in the UK, in the US. They're easy to care for and they are not expensive. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video, you've got all the information now you need to keep this species. If you pick one up, good luck. Hope you enjoy it. They're fantastic. So there you have it, a very straightforward and easy rehouse. Now these guys do have the reputation of being very flighty and very bolty, but if you're calm and you just take your time with them, you should have no issues. Also, hopefully the care and husbandry information that I gave you in the video will help you guys look after your tarantula. Now all that's been said, I'm gonna end the video here, so have a great day, have a great week, take care, and I'll see you in the next video. And if you can't wait till then, there's a couple here to tide you over until then. See you later.
Tarantula content for tarantula lovers.